In 1990, if you made 100 grand a year, you were rich. You were buy a vacation home rich. You were boat rich. In 2026, if you make 100 grand a year, you're barely middle class. In some cities, you're actually considered low income.
As you can see,
But if you flip on the news, the government tells you a whole different story. They say the economy's booming. They say inflation is under control. So why does it feel like you're drowning? Why is your grocery bill double what it was 4 years ago? This isn't just bad vibes. We crunch the numbers. We aren't just in a recession. We're in a silent depression. And the worst part, it was engineered on purpose. To understand why you're broke, you got to understand the biggest lie in economics. It's called the CPI, the Consumer Price Index. Think of the CPI as a shopping basket. The government looks at the price of the stuff in this basket to decide if inflation's high or low. But here's the trick. If the price of steak goes up too much, the government doesn't just record the higher price. That would look bad on the news. Instead, they use something called substitution. They assume that because steak got expensive, you're going to switch to hot dogs. So they track the price of hot dogs instead. Technically, your spending stayed the same, but your standard of living crashed. The math says no inflation. Your stomach says something else. And it gets shadier. They also use what they call hedonic adjustments. Let's say a phone cost $500 5 years ago. Today, the new phone costs $1,000. That's 100% inflation, right? The government goes, no, they say. This new phone's got a better camera. It's twice as good. So technically, the price didn't go up. You just got more phone. But you can't eat megapixels, and you can't pay rent with a faster processor. The money still leaves your bank account. If we measured inflation the way we did back in 1980, before they changed the rules to look good inflation, it wouldn't be 3%, it'd be closer to 12 every single year. You are not imagining it. The dollar in your pocket is dying. They just changed the thermometer so you wouldn't notice the fever. But let's forget the fancy math for a second. Let's look at the 3 things you actually need to survive. Pillar number 1, housing. This is where the silent depression gets loud. In the Great Depression of the 1930s, the average home cost about 3 times the average yearly salary. Today, the average home costs nearly 8 times the average salary. It is statistically harder to buy a house today than it was during the greatest economic collapse in history. And that's if you can even get a loan. With interest rates staying higher for longer, your monthly payment isn't just high, it's mathematical suicide. Pillar number 2, food. We talked about the hot dog trick, but look at the companies selling you the food. Shrinkflation. They made the bag smaller, kept the price the same, and then raised the price anyway. Corporate profits in the grocery sector hit record highs in 2024, 2025, and 2026. They aren't raising prices just because of inflation. They're raising prices because they know you gotta eat. And pillar number 3, energy. The cost to heat your home and drive to work. These are what economists call inelastic goods. You can't choose not to pay them. When the price of TVs goes down, nobody cares. When the price of survival goes up, society breaks. It's a choice between heating and eating. Now you might be thinking, but didn't wages go up? I got a 5% raise last year. What?
Here you are. Don't spend it all in one place.
Welcome to the concept of real wages. Yeah, the number on your paycheck is higher. That's your nominal wage, But real wage is what you can actually buy with that money. And for the bottom 90% of people, real wages have been negative for years. This is called the Cantillon Effect. When the government prints trillions of dollars like they did in 2020 and 2024, the money doesn't go to you first, it goes to the banks. It goes to the corporations. They spend it while it still has value. They buy up all the assets, the houses, the stocks. By the time that money trickles down to your paycheck, prices have already risen to match the new supply. You got the crumbs, they got the cake. This is why you feel tired. You are running faster than ever just to stay in the same place. That is the definition of a silent depression. The booming economy is only booming for the folks who own the assets. For the folks who work for a living, it's a bust. So, is this it? Are we doomed to be rental serfs forever? Not if you wake up. The system relies on you not understanding the game. It relies on you saving cash that loses value. In a silent depression, cash is trash. You need to own assets. You need to own things that inflate along with the money supply. Stop trying to save your way out inflation. You gotta invest your way out. It's risky, yeah, but holding cash is a guaranteed loss. The depression is silent because they don't want you to panic, but now that you hear it, you can prepare for it. We break down the economy the news won't tell you about every single week. If you want to survive 2026, smash that subscribe button. Don't let the silence fool you.